agent data. Okay, and inside that agent data, you should have this object.
Oh,
But
okay.
instead of wrapping it in map, because sorry, it is not always thread safe and also not safe to convert because you have map of string and object, correct? So again, it is not that good approach because you are blindly actually parsing the data from one type to another type. So maybe there can be a typecast issue.
Okay.
Correct? So there is a high chance that you might face the typecasting issue. Sometimes what happens, so you are getting the serialized version over the internet, correct?
Yes.
When the request is coming here. Now, for example, any by any chance your compiler could not deserialize it properly due to the version mismatch. Sometimes we see like code compiled in one version and for example getting deployed in another version. So compiler version is different like we do here, correct? So if you see here, so you can see different type castings, different compilers are there, correct? And here actually we set the language level. Okay, and here also if you see in application, for example, you have JDK 17, for example, modules. So here you can see language level we have set, correct? So sometimes it may create the issue when you are blindly casting from one object to another. Okay, so maybe your version is a higher version. It is I am using 17, so it supports all these conversion. Okay, seal type, it always supports seal type. But by any chance, if the application is built in lower environment, lower version, it can create some issues.
Okay.
So because few versions 5 enough is supported by 5 but not by 1.4 or we say 4, correct? So it will not work. Seal type is supported by 17 but not by 11 or 8. So these are the new things that has been introduced in these versions. Okay, so that is the reason actually if you can wrap it together, so maybe you could have one field here. Okay, so you could have one field here it, for example, so you can move all these things in one new DTO. Okay, or maybe you can have one new inner class here. Okay,
Right.
and then you need to write that new inner class here, like new inner class name will be agent data, correct? So for example agent data, and here you add this JSON property, give it a try. Okay, so here it will be agent data.
Okay.
Okay, so if you write like this, for example, so whatever coming within agent data, that will be, see, we are parsing, we are saying this is JSON, but eventually it is map also can be converted, correct? Because that is also key value pair. So when deserializing it doesn't matter in which how we are keeping it. It's like checks for key value pair, correct? So if your request contains agent data, it will try to map all these things using this new inner class. And what you have in your new inner class, you have all these properties in your new inner class.
Right. Okay.
See that way, give it a try, okay?
Okay.
And okay, so that you can remove this warning, and also you won't have to do this manual conversion.
Okay.
So for example, I can show you some. So you are doing all these things in other, correct? So here tuples, these are all primitive or wrapper classes, but we have here. So here you have agent data, and this is your agent data. So I think you can reuse this one also, correct?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. There's a schema there already.
So this is the schema, correct? So you can use this agent data. So you already have these things. So what you have to write, you just need to write the same thing. Right? So this will be your property inside your update agent registry.
Okay, and then that would also be fine with like partial updates.
That's fine. That's fine. Because
Yeah.
you don't have that not null annotations, right? So it will not be strict. So it will ignore the So there are two things. So one is that you have one property, but there is no value coming for that property. It will ignore. You don't have the property, but some values is coming in. There are some extra field in your request payload that will also include it will also ignore that part.
Okay.
So I think this is agent data. So it will be agent data, and I think this is the payload you are sending to Python because these are all underscore.
Yes.
So you can have similar kind of payload for the DTO for this UI, and you can map it like this.
Okay. That makes
It
sense.
will be all this boilerplate code, right? Or yep. Also, you can check. I don't know whether it is possible. JSON property. What does it take? I'm thinking like if we can have two JSON property, like if there is any way, like we can say, like map this field with either this or this.
Okay. I see.
So in that way also you can map. So when the request is coming from UI, you will map this value with this one. But when you are sending it to the when deserializing it, you will be sending this one.
Okay.
But okay, that is users that need some R&D, some POC. But if you can remove this one and if you can give it a try, that would be better to make cleaner code.
Okay. I'll just create a new feature branch and then test that out.
Yeah, maybe don't be in a hurry and don't no need to make it in this MR4, but you can plan it for MR5.
Okay.
And you can ask Sachin to create one tech data item. So yeah, give it a try. Let's see. If it doesn't work, then we'll see. But I think that would be better and cleaner approach because this is everything is tightly coupled here. Okay, so it's very tightly coupled. So if there is any minor change, so I think here also you are taking underscore because these names are also tightly coupled. So if there is any renaming happening, you need to make sure like you are changing here also.
Right. Okay.
Check it if you can reuse. I think you can. From UI you are getting underscore, so you can reuse this one. I think if that is the case, you can use. I think this is agent data, correct? So
Yeah.
agent data. I think it is you are considering all this underscore. So see underscore no. That means it is more or less same as the agent data object. So you can reuse that one. You can reuse this object in that case.
Okay.
Because here also, if these are all underscore, not the hyphen. That means from UI also you are getting with hyphen. Sorry, you are getting with underscore, not the hyphen. Yeah, here also see.
Yeah.
Underscore data, correct? So you can reuse the same DTO. So fewer hyphen, fewer underscore, it seems like. Fewer underscores. You can have one tech data item to make it in sync. So use either hyphen or underscore.
Okay. Yeah.
Please take this. So if you are following the underscore pattern, go for underscore, but make sure in one TTO you have everything either hyphen or underscore. Like the structure we are following for other things, like everything is hyphen when you are going from UI to Java, but when Java to Python, everything is maintained in underscore, so that we can again loosely couple the thing. For example, something got changed on the UI, but not in the Python service, correct? So we don't need to touch the Python layer, Python DTOs unnecessarily. We can keep it isolated.
I see.
So that has been said. Now we have two set of DTOs. One is service DTO that is used by the Python service, and one is standard normal DTO which are used by Java service. Okay, and we have kept it isolated because if there is any change in one layer, it should not be impacted in the other
Other there.
layer.
Yeah.
but then you can take the call, okay? Whichever will be better and less work, you can proceed with that.
Okay. Have you seen if the database table names have changed successfully? Because I have checked it on Postgres, but I think Sachin was seeing something differently.
Which environment you deployed?
To dev and QA.
Dev and QA. Okay, let me check. You have access to CyberArk,
Yes.
so you can check it from here also. Okay, so this is the process you need to log in